Do you want to truly remember what you've learned? Do you want to stop wasting reading time and lock knowledge into long-term memory? Do you want to reliably retrieve what you've learned in exams or real-world applications? The answer is simple. Close the textbook. Reconstruct from memory. Why does it work? This slide explains everything. When you reread a textbook, your brain is just recognizing information. The illusion of "I know this" emerges. But recognition and memory are completely different things. Active recall solves this problem. Close the textbook, take a blank sheet, and reconstruct from memory. This effort to remember strengthens the retrieval pathways in your memory. What's the long-term result? Roediger and Karpicki's 2006 study found that incorporating retrieval practice increased memory retention after 1 week by approximately 1.5 to 2 times compared to rereading focused learning. This isn't just about remembering more. The power to recall itself gets stronger. This is one of the most reliable and repeatedly validated, powerful learning principles in cognitive psychology. Not a hypothesis. A mechanism proven by decades of research. And this is achievable. Close the textbook on what you learned today and write it out on a blank sheet. If you can't remember it, that's your learning gap. This will transform your learning efficiency. Today, I'll show you the scientific evidence. So why is active recall this effective? The answer lies in the brain's learning mechanisms. The brain doesn't grow sufficiently just by looking at information. The effort to recall information strengthens memory retrieval pathways. This retrieval process reconsolidates the memory, making it more robust. When you read a textbook, your brain is recognizing information. You feel, "Oh, I've seen this before." This also involves neural activity, but it's not practice in retrieving memory. According to Karpicki and Roediger's 2008 study, retrieval practice consolidates memory far more strongly than simply seeing information repeatedly. Even more fascinating is the paradoxical mechanism where the experience of failing to remember strengthens future recall. Failure creates growth. This is the truth that cognitive science reveals. Medical students acquire a massive amount of knowledge over 6 years. Anatomy, physiology, pharmacology, pathology. How do they memorize this much information? Bar exam passers are the same. They perfectly remember thousands of laws, precedents, and principles. Their secret is active recall. Many top-tier medical students practice active recall using tools like Anki. They don't reread textbooks repeatedly. Once they read, they close it immediately. Then they reconstruct from memory on a blank sheet. With this method, knowledge consolidates at higher efficiency than conventional learning. This is the decisive difference from rereading focused learners. Not talent, system. When you're reading a textbook, you feel, "I got it." Because the information is right in front of you, you feel like you understand. Because you're reading smoothly, you think you've already memorized it. This is the illusion of fluency. According to Bjork, Dunlosky, and Cornell's 2013 research, people tend to overestimate their understanding, with self-assessment often running higher than actual ability. And when the actual test comes, the expected performance doesn't materialize. Why? Because you're confusing recognition with memory. Feeling "I know this" while looking at the textbook and being able to recall this with the textbook closed are completely different things. Active recall eliminates this illusion. The moment you close the textbook, your true level of understanding becomes clear. If you can't remember it, that's your learning gap. The shift from thinking you understand to actually understanding. This is the essence of active recall. So how do you practice active recall? There are 4 steps. Step 1. Active recall immediately after learning. As soon as you finish reading a textbook chapter, close it immediately. Prepare a blank sheet and reconstruct the chapter's content from memory. 15 minutes is enough. Step 2. Check your answers. This is critically important. After recalling and writing on a blank sheet, always check against the text and correct errors. According to Butler and Roediger's 2008 study, this feedback greatly strengthens the learning effect. Don't leave incorrect learning uncorrected. Step 3. Re-recall after 24 hours. The next day, repeat the same thing. Without opening the textbook, reconstruct from memory. The parts you can't remember are gaps in your understanding. Focus on relearning those areas intensively. Step 4. Final review after 1 week. 1 week later, reconstruct from memory once more. This consolidates the information into long-term memory. Even in a short time, including retrieval practice where you answer yourself, tends to improve long-term retention compared to rereading alone. How much difference it makes varies depending on materials and methods, but the direction is clear. Not time. Quality of effort. The parts you can't remember are exactly the points you need to learn most. Failure becomes the signpost to growth. Active recall has even more powerful application strategies. Let me introduce 4 techniques. First, flashcards. Separate questions and answers to promote active retrieval. Write the question on the front of the card, the answer on the back. Look at the question and recall the answer. This is the simplest and most effective method. If using Anki or similar tools, create 1 question per card, keep them short and specific, and prioritize reviewing cards you couldn't remember. According to Cepeda et al. 2008 study, the combination of spaced repetition and retrieval practice tends to show effectiveness in areas like vocabulary. Second, self-testing. Create mock exams to recreate practical environments. Set time limits and test under the same conditions as the real thing. This trains your ability to apply knowledge. Third, practice teaching others. Explain what you've learned to friends or family. To explain, you must reorganize the information. This process deepens understanding. Fourth, utilizing generative AI. This is the cutting-edge learning method of our time. Ask AI to create a quiz from this chapter, and it becomes an infinite practice partner for active recall. Have AI create problems and get immediate feedback. While recalling from a closed textbook on your own has a high barrier, dialogue format with AI makes continuation easier. Even more effective is the sequence of recalling on your own first, without looking at answers, then checking with AI, and turning mistakes into cards. This keeps learning from becoming passive. Technology supports your learning. Now let's organize the key points. An action plan to transform your learning. First, immediately after learning, close the textbook and reconstruct from memory on a blank sheet. And always check your answers. The parts you can't remember are your highest priority learning points. Even in a short time, including retrieval practice where you answer yourself, tends to improve long-term retention compared to rereading alone. Second, re-recall after 24 hours and 1 week to create long-term memory. 3 stages of retrieval and feedback dramatically improve memory retention. Review at the moment you're about to forget is most effective. Third, strengthen application ability with flashcards, self-testing, teaching practice, and generative AI utilization. Especially generative AI becomes an infinite practice partner. These techniques accelerate the acquisition of specialized knowledge. And now, ask yourself this. Starting tomorrow, in which learning will you practice active recall? Share your strategy in the comments. Your action plan, your questions, your success stories. All of it becomes wisdom for this community. Thanks for investing your time all the way to the end today. This channel provides concrete systems to maximize learning efficiency. Not theory, but practice. Not feeling, but science. We engineer your growth. Subscribe to the channel and let's learn practical knowledge together next time. Turn on notifications, and every time a new video is published, your learning efficiency rises another level. Until next time,